How's it going, guys? This is RaiderKnight, and today we're playing as Wakanda. I think a lot of you guys knew this video was coming, and it's going to be a lot of fun playing as Wakanda and seeing if we can actually make Wakanda survive forever. Wakanda forever. Okay, so as Wakanda, we probably didn't need that much research, but I'll go with it. We're going to go with population growth. We're going to max that. We're going to max income taxation because we need money very badly. For the economy growth, we're going to have that at a max number as well because we have tons of tech points. We can really do whatever we want. We're one of the most advanced countries, so it's going to be very easy because Wakanda is very advanced compared to its neighbors who are still kind of advanced, but they're very far behind at the same time. So we're going to have an easy time playing as Wakanda. We're pretty much on easy mode, but it's a lot easier than it will be for a normal country of this size to win a game. So we're very far advanced, and we shouldn't have any problem winning. We have our taxes maxed out, and I think our first target is going to be going after probably Naganda. We could go after Nairobi, but I think Naganda will be fine. As for the military, let's just build a massive army. And I want to have at least 10,000 in each province, so that's the plan. Let's improve this province a little bit more. And I think we're actually good with this. We probably already drafted way too much of our population, but I think we'll be fine. The economy is going to go down for a couple turns, but I think aside from that, there's really nothing to worry about. So it is turn 6, and we can now invade Naganda. And I think we're going to put most of it toward the capital, and the other troops are going to take the smaller cities over. And it should be a pretty easy victory for Wakanda. I don't know why we're not going for a coastal civ at first, but I think this is just an easy start to the game and shouldn't be that difficult to take them over. And we have won pretty easily. So now we can completely annex this country. Or maybe we can't. We can't fully annex it yet. But we can take over half of their country, which is a good enough start for me. And then we can move the troops to the border of Kenya and prepare our next assault on the next enemy. We're going to be risky, and we're going to attack Kenya early. We should have enough tech bonus to easily defeat them. At least that's what I'm hoping, so this should be a pretty simple victory. At least from what I know so far. You never know, they might have 1 billion troops somehow, and they'll just roll over my entire country. It's happened before, where I go up against these small countries and they just have massive armies for no reason whatsoever. But so far so good. We should be able to take them over fairly easily. So we're going to split this one up. Probably not the best decision, but I think it is our best bet to taking over the region. And after that, we can go over here to this city. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's take over this city, then this city. And then let's move the 7,000 stack in to finish them off. And that is how Mafia works. Okay. An easy victory, and now we can hopefully fully annex their country, or at least most of it. I think I'm going to go with the coastal tiles, and I think this is a good enough territory for us. I'm going to send the demand, and we've officially expanded Wakanda to the coastline, which is a pretty massive victory in my book. So far, we are starting to compete pretty well against other countries in the area. We already almost have more population than Ethiopia, and we're catching up slowly to places like Sudan and the Congo. We're still pretty far away from catching them. Tanzania surprisingly has quite a bit of population as well, so it would take us a long time to catch up to them, but for some reason we have more population than Somali. I guess I did give this place independence from Somali, but what can you do? Overall, though, Wakanda is doing very good for itself. Our capital has 24,000 population and is one of the bigger provinces in our region, but I want to see if we have a bigger territory that we can move the capital to. I kind of want to move the capital to Mombasa, so I might do that real quick. So we have moved the capital to Mombasa, and overall the country is looking a lot better. We have a lot of population here in Kenya, and overall the country is looking pretty good for itself. I think we might, for a good finale, take over Wakanda, because I think we can, well, not Wakanda, take over Uganda, because as we know, the Ugandan knuckles are pretty scary things, and they could definitely, they could threaten our great Wakandan empire. So I want to be careful about that. At the same time, though, I think it'd be another good boost of population for our country, which is what we currently need. We just need to keep on expanding and grow our population. So I think we have enough troops now that we should be able to take over Uganda pretty easily. Hopefully, probably not, but you never know. I think we'll be able to reinforce pretty easily if we don't have enough troops, but I think we do have enough. So I'm hoping we're good and we're safe, but you never really know when you rush into war like this. But so far so good. We have 5,000 troops still left, and we might have to send a couple of them down to this southern province, but aside from that, I mean, we should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. So we just took over Uganda pretty easily, and we can fully annex this country, which is the first one we've been allowed to fully annex. So that is the good news. We finally have expanded our country pretty greatly. So I think our next target is probably going to be Cannon or Nairobi, and then we can, kind of formulate a nice little border and end out as a pretty powerful little country. I got bad news, guys. Wakanda is getting attacked by Somalia because apparently they don't like us, and that is a big battle that is going to hurt our economy for a lot of turns, sadly. But we are at war with Somalia because nobody can leave us alone in this game for 5 seconds. And they attacked us at our weakest point, too. We're not ready for this conflict because we have a lot of problems in our provinces. And it's just they hit us at a very weak time in the Wakandan government. So we're going to hit next turn. And apparently a lot of people don't like Wakanda for some reason. And yeah, this is going to be a tough one. Why is our population or our stability down when we don't have any places that are under normal stability numbers? I don't know. But we're going to have to fix this problem. We're going to have to hopefully, slow them down as much as we can, because we need our territory back, and we're at war with a lot of countries. I'm not sure who all attacked us. We're at war with Guinea, and we're at war with Somalia so far. So that's not good. That is bad for our country. But hopefully we can defend the border, and that's kind of the main goal right now, is just to defend the border. Send those troops down here, kind of send some extra ones maybe, and then we can increase the number of troops in that province to hopefully, keep the border safe. And it's not looking that easy at the moment, but it's going the best that it can for the moment. So hopefully we can defend the border. And they are attacking. Dun dun dun. They've defeated us. Oh no, whatever will we do? Build some extra troops here, build some extra troops up here in the north, and hopefully we can slow them down a little bit, and it did actually work. So now we can send those troops here, and we can reinforce the southern province. Hopefully this can defend our country for a little bit. After that, I'm going to make the push to the north because I'm sick of them invading us. And we're going to build extra troops down here, and we're going to build extra troops over here. And we're going to rush for Somalia's capital. Hopefully it goes well, and we can kind of get our revenge on Somalia for, attacking us for no reason. Especially if we can get to their capital. We can, force them to get a peace treaty, and we can, pretty much say that we won the battle. And we've been attacked from the south. If things couldn't get worse enough, I don't know how much worse they can get. We're going to build extra troops. Hopefully we can defend all fronts at the same time, but I'm not sure. And let's just see how it works. They took the capital, they took a province on the border, and they took pretty much all of our Kenya provinces. So what we have to do now is we have to split this troop up and hope that that all works out well. And then we can move these troops over here that are in Somalia towards the capital. They're continuing their attack on us from the south, but from the most part, it's looking like we are defending our border, and we should be able to push them out this turn, hopefully. So I'm hoping we can just push them straight out of our country without too many problems. And we have managed to push them out. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So, can we end the conflict with Somalia for one province? I think that's fair. And they accepted it. So, we've officially expanded our country. We've gained another province. For some reason, this is not a stable province. I don't know why, but it's just glitching because the province requirement for it to be stable is 80%, but for whatever reason, it's just not a stable province, and I don't know why. Do we have a lot of provinces that are just not stable, or what's the problem? I don't think there's any problem now. I think it was just glitching out. I mean, we're literally at war with a country that's across the entire continent from us. It's kind of pathetic why they, out of all people, would attack us, but I really don't want to sail all the way over here just to fight some random country, so I'm just going to ignore them for now. So we're going to attack Cannon, and I think it's going to go pretty easily. We're going to defend the border, and then we're just going to rush their capital. Probably this... Let's do it next turn. I want to do it next turn. They have a lot of troops, and I know that they were going to attack us first. Now we can rush their capital with little to no problem. And Cannon has been defeated. Now we got a pretty nice looking border. We can fully annex Cannon and officially, build that Wakandan empire that we've been going for this entire time. The border, it's looking a lot better. I think we get rid of Kenya, it'll look a lot, more united. But for the most part, I like the border. It's coming out well. And that's kind of all I really care about, is just making a nice looking border for our country that is easy to defend. So in terms of that, I think we're doing a good job. And I think we're going to go after Kenya in the next couple of turns. We're going to attack Kenya pretty early. They don't have a good tech level, and they should be easy to just walk right over. I'm expecting no resistance at all from this country. This should be the easiest conflict we've ever done. Just in case we'll have 500 troops here, but I think we don't need it. This should be really easy to just walk right into their country, and it was very easy. So now we can completely annex Kenya. And, I like the border. The country is looking really good now. And I think officially Wakanda could probably last forever. There's really nobody in the region who has our tech level who could even remotely threaten us at the moment. I mean, we took on Somalia with, yes, it was a kind of difficult war. I think it was still pretty easy, and I think, a war with the Congo wouldn't go very good for them. We could very easily hold these two provinces. As for a country like Tanzania, a conflict with them might be a little bit harder since our capital is right on the border. But in terms of actually defending the border, there is 4 provinces we have to defend, and they have 5 they have to defend. So they are still in a bad spot, not to mention that they have this country to the south of them that could easily just walk right up at any time. So in terms of actually building a strong country, I think Wakanda could probably last forever. I think we've done a great job, and I think I'm going to end it here. We've done a pretty powerful Wakandan empire, debatably the strongest country in Africa, so I think that's pretty good for ourselves, and overall a pretty good little video. As for the Hydra and the Ten Rings, both of them are working on their relations here in the Middle East. The Ten Rings are struggling. They didn't fully annex Afghanistan, and they're probably going to lose to the Saudis and Iran at some point, so probably not the best thing on their part, but for Hydra, they also aren't doing that great either. So a lot of these countries, they're doing really bad for themselves, and I think in terms of the Marvel countries, I think Wakanda is doing the best. So overall, a good video. I'm going to end it here on a high point, and I'll see you all for the next one. Wakanda forever, and peace.